Wrong room, I said. She smiled and replied, No, human, I'm precisely where I should be. Evan swung open his bunkroom door, toolkit clanging against the frame. Sira Vey sat cross-legged on his cot, her iridescent scales catching the dim overhead light. She looked up from her datapad, expression serene as a station meditation feed. Evening, Tech Rook, she said, voice smooth like polished alloy. This is my assigned quarters per Directive 47B. Evan froze in the threshold. His bunkroom measured 3 meters by 2, cozy for one human maintenance grunt, not for sharing with a 6-foot alien liaison whose tail curled neatly behind her. Ma'am. He stepped inside, door hissing shut. Housing glitch. I'll ping control. She tilted her head, frills along her neck fluttering faintly. No glitch. Directive 47B mandates mixed species pairing during alert status for rapport building. Evan's stomach tightened. He'd patched plasma conduits blind in 0G, but alien protocols. Those were Chief Holt's nightmare fuel. He dropped his toolkit by the locker and scanned the room. Single cot. His fold-out bunk above it, barely wide enough for a crash dummy. Take the room, he said. I'll grab a blanket bunk elsewhere. Sira set her datapad aside. Negative, directive specifies cohabitation. Your departure violates it. He pulled a thermal blanket from the overhead bin anyway. No need to escalate. Last thing he wanted, a log entry for improper liaison hosting. Housing control will sort it. Evan tapped his wrist comm. Rook to housing, bunk 14C double booked. Vey Sira, confirm. The reply chimed, automated, alert lockdown active, all quarters sealed, no transfers until clear, Directive 47B enforced. Evan stared at the hollow, lockdown. Station alerts pinged his comm earlier, minor hull microfracture, nothing red, but sealed quarters. Sira watched him, golden eyes unblinking. See, protocol, he tugged at his collar. Never heard of 47B, you sure? Her frills perked. Liaison training. Human stations adopt it post-incident of 29. Builds trust across voids. Evan leaned against the locker. Trust. Right. He fixed vents and scrubbers. She filed reports. What void needed bridging here? A klaxon whooped outside, distant, muffled by bulkheads. Sira's tail twitched. Lockdown's hull breach protocol, Evan said. Microfracture in Sector 7, my shift tomorrow, she nodded. My people seal pods instinctively. Yours, improvise, he chuckled. Checklists first, then improv. Comm buzzed incoming. Chief Holt's gravel voice, Rook, report. Liaisons bunked, no incidents. All good, Chief, Evan replied. Vey and 14C with me, housing locked us. Pause, with you, explain. Directive 47B, Evan said, glancing at Sira. She mouthed asterisk, rapport asterisk. Holt grunted, check it. Security sweep in 10, no funny business. Line cut, Evan exhaled. Career on thin ice already. Last month's conduit patch got him a commendation, but Holt eyed every human-alien mix like a fuse. Sira patted the cot. Sit. Tension raises your cortisol, bad for humans. He perched on the edge, blanket balled in his lap. Up close, her scales shimmered violet blue, warm to the eye. Her scent, faint ozone like fresh-wired circuits, filled the tight space. Not my first lockdown, he said. You. First station, my world orbits twin suns, no stations. She shifted, tail brushing his boot. Accidental. Goal, get her settled, ping for override. Conflict, she's planted. Outcome, talk it out. Evan tapped his comm again. Engineering log, bunk 14C, Rook and Vey. Lockdown confirm. No reply, dead air. Sira leaned forward. Your chief suspect's breach of conduct. Assumes worse till evidence. Evan met her gaze. Humans do that, protective. Her frills flattened slightly, a flicker he caught from briefings. Vulnerability, not all, she said. You offered your space, practical, comm rattled. Dr. Naro's clipped tone, Rook, Vey with you. Scans show elevated vitals. Sira snatched her datapad. Medical ping, unnecessary. Necessary, Naro shot back. Your species thermoregulates via proximity. Human body heat stabilizes us in cold voids. Directive 47B enforces it. Ignore risk hypothermia. Evan blinked. Wait. You're cold-blooded. Endothermic with solar dependency, Sira corrected. Station shadows chill us. Humans radiate steady warmth, efficient pairing, he processed. His normal body temp, her lifeline. No wonder the directive. Holt's voice overrode. Naro, confirm. Rook, door sealed. Stay put. Misunderstanding reports incoming. Liaison in male quarters. Optics bad. Sira's eyes widened. Frills pinned back. Misunderstanding, they think. Protocol breach, Evan finished. His career flashed, demotion to scrub duty. Her safety if Holt stormed in guns metaphorical hot. Bang on the door. "Rook, open up!" Holt, "Chief, sealed." Evan yelled. Sira stood, scales paling to silver. "He misunderstands interspecies norms. My clan bonds via shared warmth. Innocent." Evan's mind raced. Override the seal, risk station breach. Explain, Holt needed hard data. "Datapad," he said. "Show me 47B." She projected the holo. Directive 47B, during lockdown, pair offworlders with humans for thermal stability. Rapport secondary. "Done." Evan forwarded to Holt and Naro. "Evidence attached. Stand down. Silence." Then Naro confirmed, "Chief, vitals nominal. Let them adapt." Holt grumbled. "Fine, monitor. One ping. I'm cutting the door." Footsteps receded. Sira sank back to the cot, closer now. Her shoulder brushed his arm, cool like station alloy preheat. "Thanks," she murmured. "You fixed it. No drama." Checklist. He draped the blanket over her lap. "Warmer." She pulled it tight, frills relaxing. "Much your heat. Steady like a sun." Evan shifted, making space on the narrow cot. No fold-out needed yet. Her tail curled near his knee, not retreating. Station hummed around them, lockdown lights pulsing red through the viewport slit. "Microfracture," Sira said. "You fix those?" "Tomorrow." "Patch seal test?" He grinned. "Want to watch?" Her eyes sparkled. "Assist. My people excel at crystal weaves for hulls." "Deal. Collaboration beats solo." She nodded, leaning into his side. Cool scales met his warmth. Trust sparked, not protocol, but problem solved. Com pinged soft, Naro, vitals improving. Sira's core temp up 2 degrees. Human efficiency noted. Evan stifled a laugh, his normal extraordinary to her. Sira's hand rested on his forearm, light. "Evan, not tech rook. Good." "Good," he said, heart kicked up, not fear. Hull groaned faintly. Lockdown stretched hours ahead. But now, side by side, they waited together. A new ping, Sector 7 pressure dropping. Manual patch required. Volunteers, Evan's comm lit. Sira's too, her frills perked. "Us," Chief's voice, Rook Vey, suited. "Double team it." Evan stood, offering his hand. She took it firm grip, tail swishing eager. "Let's seal that void," he said. She smiled, fangs glinting. "Together." They grabbed suits from the locker. Door override chimed green, priority breach team. As they stepped out, Holt nodded curt. "Evidence appreciated, don't screw up." Sira squeezed Evan's hand through the glove, trust built, fast, but in the vents something flickered on scanners, not microfracture. Sabotage trace, Evan's gut twisted. Who and why now? Evan's scanner pinged sharp in the dim vent shaft. He froze, gloved hand steady on the probe. "Sira, hold position, that's no fracture." Her tail flicked against his boot. Cool air from her suit vents brushed his neck. "Confirmed, residue signature, nanite corrosion, deliberate." He traced the etch marks scoring the bulkhead. Tiny, precise. Someone had weakened the hull here, timed for the pressure drop. "Sabotage, logs it now." His thumb stabbed the report button. Chief Holt would chew hull plating over this. Sira's frills quivered. She leaned in, her multi-lens eyes scanning faster than his gear. "My weave seals it cleaner. Your alloy patch holds meantime." Her claws extended, threading crystal filaments from her suit pouch into the micro-tears. They glowed faint blue, hardening instant. Evan layered his sealant over top. Human grit, alien precision. The breach hissed shut, pressure equalized. "Solid, sector stable." Comm crackled. Holt's voice, Rook Vey, report back. "Quarantine protocols active till we trace this crap." They crawled out, suits shedding vent grime. Station corridors hummed tense, red lights pulsing. Crew nodded curt as they passed, humans slapping Evan's shoulder, aliens dipping heads to Sira. Back at his bunk module, Evan palmed the door panel. It whooshed open. "Crash here till clear. My rack's big enough for 2. He stripped his helmet, shook out sweat-damp hair. Sira followed, frills relaxing. "Gratitude, Evan Rook." She hung her suit precise, tail coiling neat. The door slammed shut behind them. Evan spun. Panel blinked red, hard-locked. He yanked the access cover. Wires severed clean, override chip melted. "Damn, controls fried. Sabotage hit here too." Sira's bracelet chimed soft. She tapped it, projecting a hollow seal, golden lattice blooming across the doorframe. "Diplomatic safe zone activated. No entry without my clearance. Protocol 47 protects liaisons in threat." Evan blinked. His cramped bunk, posters of Earth sunsets, toolkit scattered, half-eaten protein bar on the desk, now pulsed with alien glyphs, foreign territory. "That locks us in tighter?" "Affirmative." Her voice stayed even, but claws flexed. "Safe for now." Air recycler's words sluggish. Evan sniffed, ozone tang sharpening. His lungs tightened already. O2 mix dropping. My limits hit fast without boost. He grabbed his multi-tool, pried the vent grill loose. Dust motes danced. Sierra watched, head tilted. Human tolerance is narrow, explain. Co-2 buildup kills us slow. Need fresh flow. He yanked fan blades from storage, jury-rigged them to the duct with sealant strips and a power tap. Blades spun up, whooshing cool air, readouts green-lined. There, sustainable 48 hours. Her eyes widened fraction, frills perked full. She tapped her bracelet again, silent data burst to command. Compliance report filed, no words needed. Evan wiped his hands. Chief'll bust me for mods, but breathing trumps regs. Resourceful. Sierra stepped closer. Her scales gleamed under bunk lights, iridescent blue, cool to his touch when she brushed his arm. My people plan weaves years ahead, you adapt now. Com buzzed. Holt, Rook, your quarters sealed. Nanite traces match vents. Stand by, drilling in if needed. Evan keyed response. Panels dead, Chief. Sierra's got it diplo-locked. Air stable, my fix. Pause, Vey, confirm. Secure, Sierra said crisp. Human improvisation effective, no breach risk. Holt grunted. Fine, Narrows en route. Hold tight, and Rook, don't touch her without consent. Logs watching. Evan's cheeks burned. He glanced at Sierra. She frilled amusement, fangs peeking. Human protocols quaint, consent clear. Dr. Naro burst in 10 minutes later, door override slicing Sierra's seal temporary. The alien medic scanned both, tentacles whirring. Evan, O2 sat 97%. Sierra, stress markers elevated, your air too dry. Blunt voice, no sugar, Evan shrugged. Rigged the fan, fixed. Naro's eyes narrowed. Human baseline ingenuity, Sierra's species desiccates in your humidity deserts. Adjust or she cracks. Tentacles adjusted her bracelet, humidifier misting faint. Sierra inhaled deep. Optimal now, Doctor Sabotage Vector. Traces point internal, Holt sweeping suspects. Naro packed up. Stay proximate, monitor vitals. Door resealed behind her. Silence settled. Evan sat on bunk edge, toolkit idle. Sierra perched beside, tail curling near his knee, not touching, but close. Evan, earlier your hand in mine, steady. He nodded. Teamwork saved the sector. More. Her claws traced his palm, light testing. Trust, fast. His pulse jumped, skin tingled where scales met calluses. Yeah, feels right. She leaned in, forehead to his shoulder, cool breath on his neck. My people bond slow, layers deep, yours fire quick. Frills vibrated soft purr, calm pinged. Naro, Sierra's core temp rising. Positive stress. Human contact advised, Evan chuckled low. Doc's got notes. Sierra lifted head, eyes locking his. Advise accepted. Her hand slid to his chest, firm. Heartbeat synced, his thrum, her steady pulse. Hull groaned, distant. Lockdown dragged. But here, problem by problem, they built something solid. Hours blurred. Evan tweaked the fan finer, Sierra's input on crystal harmonics boosting efficiency 20%. She shared ration packs, spicy gels that lit his tongue fire, but her smile made it worth. Trade, he offered protein bar. Earth chocolate analog. She nibbled cautious, frills flared delight. Sweet chaos, addictive. Talk flowed easy, her homeworld, crystal spires weaving skies, bonds forged in void storms. His, grease under nails, checklists conquering chaos. Night cycle dimmed lights, Evan stretched out. Rack's yours, floor for me. No, Sierra tugged him down. Proximity protocol, shared warmth stabilizes. He didn't argue, her body slotted against his, scales smooth, tail draping his leg possessive. Sleep came fast, her purr lulling. Morning ping jolted him. Holt, traces lead to disgruntled tech crag. In custody, doors unlocking. Debrief in 30. Evan stirred. Sierra's eyes opened slow, hand lingering on his hip. Safe. Door hissed open. Holt loomed, face thunder. Rook. Your mods saved air logs from redlining. Good call. Vey Diplo seal bought time. Sierra rose graceful. Collaboration. Holt eyed them, rumpled bunks, shared rations. Evidence cleared, but next time log proximity. Evan grinned. Logged in actions, Chief. Naro calmed, vitals synced. Bond markers elevated both species. Recommend continuation. Sierra's tail swished. She squeezed Evan's hand open. Continuation? Deal. He pulled her close. Trust sealed, not protocol. Real. But Holt's last words hung. Crag talked, not solo. Bigger player out there. Watch vents. Evan's gut twisted anew. Sabotage web deeper. Who pulled strings, and why target them now? Evan's hand slammed the vent grate shut. Grease smeared his palm. A faint hiss escaped before the seal clicked. Got it. He wiped sweat from his brow. The station's air recyclers hummed louder now, pulling in fresh scrubbers. Sira crouched beside him, tail coiled tight, her scales iridescent under emergency strobes. Her comm chirped. Naro's voice, secondary breach, vents rerouting. Lockdown protocol now, doors hissed sealed, red lights pulsed. Evan's stomach dropped. Again, Sira's eyes narrowed. Craig's network predicted. Evan checked his toolkit, protein bars, water pouches, standard carry. Here, fuel up. He tossed a bar her way, it arced clean. She caught it midair, 6 seconds ticked, her wristband blared, shrill contamination alarm pierced the hum. Sira dropped the bar like fire, it skidded across the deck. Her tail lashed, scales flushed deep violet. Evan froze. What? It's just... Human proteins. She deactivated the alarm with a claw tap, voice steady but edged. My species flags them, allergic cascade, diplomatic incident if logged. His career flashed, Holt's report, misunderstanding, demotion. Shit, sorry, water. She eyed the pouch, nodded once. He slid it across the floor unopened. She scanned it. Green light, sipped slow. Evan leaned against the bulkhead, shared maintenance bay, tools everywhere, no bunks this time. We wait, figure zones. Sira rose, pulled a deck marker from her belt, crouched low. Drew a sharp line down the center. Blue chemglow divided the space. This side clean mine, no human particulates, she pointed left. Shared tools, comm, water only. Evan nodded, stepped back, crossed his side precise. No toe over, got it, your protocols, my checklists. We adapt, her tail tip flicked, assessment. Efficient human. Comm buzzed, Holt, bay secure, saboteur hit recyclers, trapped you two again, narrow en route but vents compromised, hold position, no heroics, Evan keyed in. Copy, zone set, vitals stable. Sira added, liaison confirms, contamination averted. Silence stretched. Evan inventoried, sealant foam, spare filters, multi-tool. Next breach, we patch proked. She mirrored. Claws sorted her kit, crystal scanner, bioseals. My world, storms bond us, predict flows, yours. Checklists conquer. He grinned. Team up. Her scales softened hue. Test. She extended 3 fingers, palm out, waited. Evan tilted head, watched her eyes, steady. Signal. Consent, approach. She held still. He mirrored, 3 fingers, palm out, matched her height. Got it, 1 for stop, 2 for shared touch, 3 for close. Adaptive. 1 finger down, she stepped to the line, toe exact. Clean zone clear, he scanned floor, nodded, 3 fingers up. Sira crossed, half pace into shared, closer than bulkhead. Her scent hit ozone crisp like post-storm air. Tail brushed his boot accidental. Evan held ground, no flinch. Filter first. They knelt shared side. Evan popped a vent panel. Recyclers wheezed foul. Sira's scanner word. Toxin residue neutralize. He sprayed foam precise. She laid bioseals over. Joint rhythm. No words needed. Hiss faded. Air cleared. Success. Her voice purred low. Scales grazed his wrist. 2 fingers shared touch. Evan met it. Fingertips light on her arm. Smooth scales. Warm pulse beneath. Bond markers like Naro said. She leaned in. Breath ghosted his ear. Human normal, extraordinary contact, no fear. Comm crackled, Naro, vitals spiking. Sira's purr elevated. Evan's cortisol drop, species synergy. Ignore Holt's logs, biology first. Sira's laugh bubbled, crystal chime. Blunt clinician. Evan sealed the panel, rose. Next vent. Map, she projected hollow from wrist. Station schematics glowed. Red zones pulsed, 3 more breaches. His gut eased. Together, doable. They moved. Line respected until shared tasks pulled. Sira tested signals fluid now. 1 finger space for scan. 2, hand steady on his shoulder for balance. 3, shoulder to shoulder plotting routes. Evan matched. Humans gripped crisis like tools. She flowed like storm currents. Perfect mesh. 1 vent down, foam and seals. High 5 morphed, palm to palm, her claws gentle curve. Trust accelerates. Sira's eyes locked, violet depths. Yeah. His thumb traced her palm ridge, unsignaled. She didn't pull. Second vent, trickier, high access. Evan boosted her up, 2 fingers firm on her waist. Scales flexed under grip. Her tail looped his calf anchor. Secure, she sealed, dropped light. 3 fingers lingered, heat built, not just air. Holt calmed sharp, Crag named handler, Xeno-purist cell, targeting liaisons. You two high profile now, doors stuck another cycle. Naro stalled them, bonding required. Evan snorted, Sira's tail swished amusement. Continuation. She pressed close, full body slot, scales to uniform, purr rumbled chest deep. He wrapped arm, human hold, solid, warm, deal. 3rd vent, deeper corridor sim, hollow guided. They crawled tight. Signals flashed in dark, 3-3, hands found waists backs, trust sealed in squeezes. Toxin cleared back to bay, exhausted lean. Sira drew line anew, faded at half. Zones evolve. Evan crossed easy, pulled water pouch. Shared sip, her lips on rim after his. No scan. Com final ping, narrow doors in 5, but markers, optimal, recommend unsupervised proximity. Holt growled over, Rook Vey evidence mounting, purists hit logs, your zones flagged intimate. Explain. Sira's hand squeezed Evan's, open claim. Collaboration logged in actions. Evan grinned. Chief, watch this, we just patched your station together. Silence. Then asterisk doors opening, debrief, but Naro's right, adapt. Panels hissed wide. Holt filled frame, eyes narrow on their stance. Naro behind, scanner out. Sira stepped forward, tail possessive curl on Evan's leg. Bond forged, problem solved. Holt grunted. Evidence? Evan tapped wrist log, air logs, sealed timestamps, shared vitals. Hard data. Naro nodded. Species differences bridged, human practicality, Vey resilience, synergy. Holt's scowl cracked. Fine, but purists, Sira cut in. We hunt together. Evan nodded, her hand in his, trust not protocol, real but hollow flickered warning. Fourth vent, active. Deeper station core, and a shadow moved, who pulled strings now, and why their bond the target, the door shuddered under pounding fists. Rook, surrender the room, feed now, Chief Holt's voice boomed through the intercom. That's an order. Vey, if you're in distress, signal once. Evan's hand froze on Sira's waist. Her tail curled tighter around his leg. The airlock bay's panels hummed behind them, fresh from their patch job. Vitals synced on his wrist log. Her skin radiated faint heat against his side. Sira's eyes locked on his, composed, no panic. She nodded once. Evan tapped his comm. Chief, stand down. Sira's fine. We're logging proof. Holt snarled. Proof? Logs show you two sealed in after that vent breach. Purists are screaming kidnapping. Feed now. Evan pulled up the wrist hollow. Shared access pinged Sira's implant. She authorized with a flick of her claw. He hit record. Live status clip rolled. Time-stamped entry. Sira strode in first, tail high, gesturing him follow. Proximity protocol, her voice clear on the replay. No force, no drag. He streamed it direct to station SecNet. Sending now, Chief, voluntary, check the seals. Silence stretched. Sira leaned closer. Her breath ghosted his neck, cool, spiced. Trust zones, she'd called them earlier. Evolved now. Holt's grunt crackled back. Clip verified, but why the seal? Vey's people flagged this as violation. Intimate contact without oversight. Sira squeezed Evan's hand, stepped to the intercom panel. Her voice flowed smooth, accented English precise. Chief Holt, this is Liaison Vey. Situation reframed, sanctioned proximity training, per Naro's directive. Human adaptability tested against Vey resilience. Toxin markers cleared, synergy achieved. Evan grinned. She'd nailed it, no protocol drone, straight facts. Holt barked a laugh short, disbelieving. Training, Naro cleared, no such thing. Your tail's on him, logs show. Purists call it assault. Denying claim. Breach team preps. Countdown starts in T-10. Exit voluntary or we cut you out. The panel lit 10:00. Red timer pulsed. Evan's gut tightened. Career on the line. One wrong log and he'd flush out an airlock. Sira's claws dug into his palm, not fear. Resolve. Chief, Evan said calm. Checklist mode kicked in. We just fixed your core vent, air quality up 15%. Vitals prove it. Give us 2 minutes. 2 minutes denied, 9:45. Sira tugged him back from the panel. Evan, collaborate. Her tail uncoiled, brushed his calf. Invitation, he nodded. Scan the bay, hollow flickered, fourth vent warning, deep core, shadow glitch, not now. Zones, she murmured, drew a line in the air with her claw. Half faded it. Evolve faster. He crossed it, pulled the water pouch from his belt, offered first sip. She took it, lips to rim where his had been, no scan, swallowed, passed back, trust sealed in the exchange. Timer 8:20. Data, Evan said, sync their logs again. Uploaded full sequence, toxin purge, back repair, shared fixes. Human hands steady on panels, her senses pinpointing flows. Aliens aced intuition, humans brute practice the grind. Holt's voice cut in. Logs, partial, Naro, your read. Dr. Naro's blunt tone followed. Affirmative, Vey markers optimal, human proximity accelerated clearance, no violation, species bridge intact. 800, Holt growled, not convinced, purists inbound. Sira's hand slid up Evan's arm. Speak truth. She activated her mic. Chief, my choice. Evan's practicality anchors. No harm. Evan felt her tremble, faint, hidden, protocol mask cracking. He covered her hand with his, squeezed, timer 650, alarms whooped soft, station-wide, not breach, deeper ping. Evan checked hollow, fourth vent, active, shadow moved. Purist sabotage, chief, he said. Hold core alert, vent 4 spiking. Holt paused, confirmed, team diverting. Sierra's eyes widened, tail lashed once. Hunt. Together they patched the hollow feed, her claws traced flows, his fingers flew on overrides, air stabilized. Shadow fled logged trace. Timer 4:10 Naro chimed. Markers peaked, unsupervised proximity recommended, bond synergy. Holt sighed. 350 evidence mounting, Rook explain zones. Evan grinned. Chief, watch, we patched your station together. Silence, panels hissed. Doors cracked wide. Holt filled the frame, blaster low, eyes narrowed on their linked hands, tail curl, Naro behind, scanner whirring. Sierra stepped forward, tail possessive on Evan's leg. Bond forged, problem solved. Holt grunted. Evidence? Evan tapped wrist, air logs. Seals, vitals, hard data, Naro nodded. Human practicality, vey resilience, adapt. Holt's scowl cracked. Fine purists, Sierra cut in. We hunt together. Evan nodded, her hand firm in his, trust real, no performance, but the hollow flickered anew. Fourth vent stabilized, but fifth pulsed. Deeper core, shadow split. 2 figures now, Holt's comm buzzed. Purist cell confirmed, targeting liaisons. Sierra's grip tightened. Evan's pulse synced to hers, who pulled strings, and why their bond first, Evan pulled her closer. Next fix you sense, I seal. Her tail wrapped his waist. Yes. Doors sealed behind Holt and Naro, new countdown, pursuit. They moved as one. Station lights dimmed. Hunt began. Evan slammed the override on Vent 4 subpanel. Sparks flew. Sierra's senses locked the shadow's path, her people's edge, flow reading beyond human scans. Left conduit, 20 meters. He nodded. No words, trust in motion. Holt's voice echoed distant. Rook, vey, hold position, backup en route. Too slow. Timer on their logs, purist breach in 2:00. Sierra's claws retracted panels. Cool air rushed, her skin chilled, but she pressed on. Evan jury-rigged a seal, human muscle twisting, locks tight. Data sync, she said, uploaded their fix. Proof stacked. One shadow pinned, hollow trace to purist logs. Motive block alliances, target vey bonds. Second fled, they chased. Narrow ducks, her tail guided turns, his boots planted steady. Here, she pointed. Vent grate rattled, Evan kicked it free. Shadow bolted, humanoid, cloaked. Stop, Sierra's voice command pitched. Alien resonance froze at mid-stride. He lunged, tackled clean, cuff snapped on. Holt burst in. Status. Caught, Evan said, Sierra's hand on his shoulder. Naro scanned the purist. Sleeper agent, toxin variant, anti-bond. Holt holstered. You two, synced like crew. Sierra smiled, rare, real. Evolved. Evan felt her warmth, career safe, her safe, but the agent's comm crackled. Primary secure, phase 2 core melt. Station shuddered, deeper threat. Their bond, bait now, Sierra met Evan's eyes, together. Always, they ran, trust not questioned, forged in fire. Evan's boots slammed the core access deck. Alarms wailed. Sierra matched his stride, tail flicking precise through steam vents. The station groaned, metal twisting under core strain. His wrist scanner flashed red. Temperature spike. Wall panel 3 meters ahead glowed faint orange. There, he pointed. No time for scans. He yanked the access grate. Heat blasted his face. Inside, conduits pulsed erratic. Power coupler at the junction smoked. Sabotage welds fresh, purist work. Sierra's eyes narrowed, her flow sense locked on it. Failing fast, cascade in 3 minutes. Evan slapped the emergency kill switch. Room circuit died. Lights flickered to backup red. The core room sealed, bulkheads hissed shut, forced lock. No exit till stabilized. Trapped, Sierra's voice stayed level, no fear. She scanned her kit pouch. He grabbed spare cable from his belt reel. Multi-tool out, plasma cutter word. Bypass the coupler, root power manual. He sliced insulation, stripped leads. Human hands steady, no shake. Steam hissed hotter, his suit beaded sweat. Sierra pressed close, her shoulder brushed his. Cool alien skin cut the heat. She pulled insulated adhesive strips from her kit. Steady the junction, my grip holds arcs. He nodded, trust clicked, no debate. He fed cable through the exposed coupler housing. Sparks jumped, live edges bit air. Sierra's claws extended fine, pinned the housing. She slapped adhesive over the hot zone. Her tail curled around his leg, brace, not accident. Material bonded instant, her species chemweave tech sealing what human tools couldn't grip fast. Link it! Her breath ghosted his neck. Close work. Inches apart in the tight crawl space. Evan twisted leads. Multi-tool fused the bypass. Power surged, rerouted clean. His scanner pinged, cascade halted. 1 minute 42 to breach. They beat it. Lights snapped full. Bulkheads whirred open. Sierra's hand lingered on his arm, pulled back slow. Her skin warmed now, flushed violet under scales. Sync perfect, she smiled, fangs peaked. Rare softness, Evan wiped sweat. Teamwork. His pulse thrummed, not just adrenaline. Her closeness lingered, safe, real. Holt's voice barked over comms. Rook ve core status, readings wild. Stabilized, Evan said. Sabotaged coupler, bypassed it. Pause, you two again. Naro's inbound, hold for decon. Sierra tilted head. Decon, toxin residue? Evan shrugged. Protocol, purist agent had antibond chems. He met her gaze. You're clear, we logged it. Her tail brushed his calf, intentional. Trust you. Heat rose unrelated to the core. He cleared throat. Same. Dr. Naro burst in first. Blunt spines quivered. Scanner hummed over them. Human sweat volatiles mix with Vey pheromones, elevated bond markers. She poked Evan's arm. Your species secretes oxytocin surges in crisis. Hers amplifies it, cross-trigger. Dangerous if purists target, Sierra stiffened. Not dangerous, adaptive, Naro snorted. Evidence says volatile, Holtz en route assumes contamination till scans prove. Evan stepped forward. Scans will, we fix the core together. Holt stormed in behind, face stone. Rook explained the lock-in. Sensors show proximity breach, 12 minutes unmonitored. Emergency seal, Evan said, flat. We hotwired the power, saved cascade, Holt eyed Sierra. Vey your read. Human competence extraordinary, she said, voice pitched low, resonant. Evan's tools, my adhesive, no errors. Holt crossed arms. Purists hit bonds, you two sync too fast. Career review pending, Rook, Vey under quarantine till Naro clears. Evan's gut tightened. Career, his fixes logged clean always, but mixed crews drew eyes. Misunderstanding brewed, Sierra's claws flexed. Quarantine unnecessary, data uploaded. Naro nodded. Clear, bond markers stable, human adaptability offsets Vey flow sense lag in heat, collaboration viable. Holt holstered scanner, grunted. Provisional, but eyes on you too. They stepped out, corridor hummed stable. Sierra walked close, shoulder to his. Your chief assumes threat. Rules first. Evan glanced her. We'll prove it. Her hand grazed his, warm now. We already do. Station alerts quieted, but Evan's scanner pinged private. Hidden log from the agent, core faint. Phase 3 Vey quarters rigged, detonate on bond confirm. Sierra's quarters, their next stop debrief protocol. He grabbed her arm. Change course. Her eyes sharpened. Flow sense hummed. Trap. Together. His voice echoed hers. Her grip tightened. Always. They veered sharp towards her quarters. Alarm stayed silent. Clock ticked. Evan kicked the panel to Sierra's quarters. Door stuck, rigged hinges. Inside, air hummed wrong. Her scent lingered, spice and cool stone. Flow reads explosive, Sierra whispered, tail rigid. Under bed frame, he nodded, multi-tool out. No kill switch visible, purist special biolock to her pheromones. Naro's words echoed. Bond markers, Sierra knelt. My touch triggers, or diffuses, he scanned. Human override possible, but close. She met his eyes, no hesitation, lay flat, reached under, bed frame groaned. Her hand brushed the device, cold metal, her heat signature spiked it. Red light blinked. Armed, Evan dove beside her, body shielded. Hold steady. His fingers worked fast. Multi-tool probed seams. Wires alien twisted, Vey standard, not human. Your adhesive, she pulled a strip. Claws precise, coated the trigger node. Bonds to pheromones, neutralizes. He fused it. Click, light died, device inert. They exhaled. Holt calmed again. Vey quarters breach. Disarmed, Evan said. Your review can wait. Sierra rose, pressed against him, full contact, her warmth flooded. Safe. He held her waist, human strength, her flow trust. No words. Lips brushed her temples, scales smooth. Her tail wrapped his leg, pulled closer. Evan. Pulse raced. Careers, threats faded. Bond real, but console beeped. Station-wide. Purist cell exposed. Alliance logs confirm Vey bonds target. Fleet inbound. Holt's voice cut in. Rook Vey bridge now. Evidence dump incoming. Sierra smiled, fangs gleamed. Together, he kissed her proper, soft, earned. Lead. They ran, station lights brightened, trust sealed, deeper fires awaited. Dr. Naro's claws scraped the door slot. Rook, Vey, scans now, no entry till clear. Evan gripped Sierra's hand tighter. They stood in his cramped quarters, fresh from the bridge debrief. Holt had grilled them. Evidence logs confirmed the purist cells hit on Sierra's bonds. Fleet swept in minutes ago. Crisis contained, but Naro insisted on post-exposure checks. Here, behind his sealed door. Sierra leaned into Evan's side. Her scales hummed faint warmth against his arm. "Doctor, proceed!" A thin probe snaked through the slot. Blue light flickered. It hummed over Sierra first, pheromone drift, bond markers, then swung to Evan, tingled his skin like static. "Human baseline elevated," Naro barked, voice tinny through the intercom. "Adrenaline spike, VAE signature embedded, compatible, no rejection cascade." Evan exhaled. His multi-tool still buzzed in his pocket from the disarm. "Good enough, provisional," probe retracted. "VAE stress analogs off charts, invoke clause." Sierra straightened, tail flicked Evan's calf, signal of calm. "Alliance Protocol 47B human-style comfort contact, authorized for liaison recovery." Evan blinked. Comfort contact. Sounded like legalese for a hug. Naro grunted. "Demonstration required. Rook, you're tagged. Comply or log quarantine." The door stayed shut. Evan glanced at Sierra, her golden eyes locked on his. Fangs peaked in a soft curve, not smile but trust. "Show me," she said, voice low, scales flushing deeper blue. Evan nodded once. Practical like any checklist, he rolled up his sleeve. Exposed forearm, veins steady under station tan. "Forearm hold, non-invasive, your signal starts, stops it." She tilted her head, claws flexed. "Boundaries noted, demonstrate." He extended his arm, palm up, waited. Sierra stepped close. Heat radiated, pheromone clean, no threat. Her four-fingered hand wrapped his forearm. Grip firm, pads warm, scales meshed perfect like puzzle fit. Pulse synced. His heart thudded. Hers echoed through touch, faster alien rhythm. "Like this," he said. Voice even. "Pressure steady, breathe with it." She mirrored. Inhale synced to his, exhale matched. Tail coiled loose around his ankle. Anchor, Naro's probe word again. "Bond diffusion confirmed. Pheromone lock stable. Human override viable. Your grip neutralizes spikes." Evan held still. Sierra's eyes half-lidded. Vulnerability cracked her composure. First time he'd seen it raw. "Enough," Naro said. Slot clicked shut. "Rest cycle mandatory. Log sealed. Holt cleared it." Footsteps faded. Door unsealed with a hiss. Sierra didn't release. Pulled him to the bunk instead. Sat. Kept hold. Evan sat beside. Boundaries held for now. "You good?" Her free hand traced his wrist. Claws retracted, gentle. "Better. Protocol invoked. But truth, I chose your room." He raised a brow. They'd bolted here post-bridge. His quarters system's tech slot, tools everywhere, not hers, laced with purist traps. "Truth," he echoed. Sierra leaned closer, shoulder to shoulder. "Liaison scans pre-arrival. Your logs, fixed hull breach solo. Repaired VAE grid without manual. Humans. Improvise, I needed that." "Not protocol, you." Evan's grip tightened fraction. Her words landed heavy. Practical guy checklists, but she'd picked him, sensed it. "Purists targeted bonds," she continued. Voice dropped. "My kind, flow trust pheromones, bind crews, they call it weakness. Biolock my quarters, but your override diffused it." He nodded. Multi-tool disarm replayed her adhesive strip, his probe, teamwork. "Station mixed species," he said. "Holt assumes worst, Naro blunt fixes, we adapt." Her tail squeezed his leg, playful now. "You shielded me." Body first, no scan. Human normal, but her eyes widened extraordinary to her. "Instinct," he admitted. Thumb stroked her forearm scales, smooth, resilient. "Checklists save lives." Sierra shifted, full press side to front. Heat bloomed. "More, show comfort proper." Boundaries flexed. He cupped her elbow, guided her palm to his chest, heartbeat clear under shirt. "Feel that?" Steady thump, she pressed, nodded. "Strong, anchored." Her hand slid up. Neck, jaw, claws ghosted skin, no cut. Evan tilted head, exposed trust. Lips met scales, temple again. Then cheek, salty sweet tang. Sierra hummed, low vibration through bones. Pheromones shifted, calm wave, not spike. Tail wrapped thigh, pulled flush. His arm circled waist. Human strength met her flow yield. Kiss landed proper. Her lips parted, fangs careful. Tongue probed, forked tip, electric tingle. Evan deepened. Hands roamed back, scales textured, warm, no rush, earned. She broke first, breath ragged. "Evan, bonds real, not purist lie." He searched her eyes, gold-flecked silver, honest. "Real," he agreed, forehead to forehead. "But Holt's watching, career hit if." "Evidence cleared us." Tail tugged insistent. "Fleet confirms, trust now." Door chime cut in, Holt's voice. "Rook, VAE, follow up, Naro flagged contact logs." Evan tensed. Sierra's hand soothed his chest. "Together." He stood, pulled her up. Arm linked hers, forearm hold public version. Coming, he called. Holt waited outside, arms crossed. Logs say compatible, but rules, Sira flashed fangs. Protocol 47B invoked. Narrow loomed behind. Probe and claw. Confirmed. Human norm touch heals. Vey norm adapts. Holt scowled, glanced Evan's forearm still gripped. Evidence? Evan tapped his comm. Pull bridge dump. Purist biolocks keyed to her alone. My override disarmed. Collaboration. Holt checked pad. Nodded grudging. Fine, provisional clearance, but station eyes on. They walked corridor. Sira's tail brushed Evan's back, secret anchor. Holt ahead, Naro trailing. Turned to medbay wing. Naro waved probe. Full scan inside. Bay hummed sterile, scanner's word. Evan lay first. Sira beside separate slabs. Baseline human, Naro muttered. Elevated endorphins, Vey imprint. Sira's slab beeped. Flow trust amplified, human anchor stabilizes, Holt paced. Risk, none, Naro jabbed screen. Synergy, humans grip chaos, Vey bind it. Evan met Sira's gaze across slabs. Smile tugged her lips. Scans cleared, Holt signed off. Back to quarters, locked till fleet dust off. Evan's quarters again, door sealed. Alone, Sira spun him, hands framed face. Real reason complete. He arched brow, more. Scans lied first pass. Claws traced collarbone. I chose you. Pheromone ping your repairs, synced Vey rhythms, instinct match. Alien skill sensed his fixes like harmony. Mutual, he said, hands on hips, lifted her bung cord, she flowed up. Legs wrapped waist, tail assist. Scales slid shirt up, skin to skin, kiss ignited, fangs nipped lips spark. His fingers mapped ridges waist to thigh, pheromones flooded, calm fire, no spike. Bond, bed groaned under weight, her back arched. Claws scored pillow, not him. Evan paced breaths, boundaries dissolved. Trust solved it. Lead, she whispered, echo of bridge. He did, slow, earned, afterglow hummed, tail draped chest, her head tucked shoulder. Console pinged soft, fleet update, purists rooted. Station secure, Sira stirred. Deeper fires, Evan kissed crown, awaiting. Door slot scratched, narrow again. Final check, Sira laughed, rare bell. Tomorrow, Evan grinned, held tighter, careers safe, bond forged, but console flashed new, anonymous log. Vey bonds evolve, human variable, unpredictable. Holt's voice followed. Rook. Unknown signal in your grid, trace it. Evan sat up, Sira beside, ready, multi-tool out. Together, Holt's voice boomed from the console. Rook, respond now, unknown signal in your grid, trace it or face lockdown. Evan gripped the multi-tool. Sira's tail brushed his arm, steady anchor. He tapped the console, pulling diagnostics. Tracing chief, grid stable, no breach. The door hissed open. Holt stormed in, stun baton clipped tight to his belt. His eyes locked on Sira, then Evan. Protocol violation. Unauthorized contact with Vey liaison. Explain. Sira rose, fluid beside Evan. Her scales gleamed under the harsh light. Claws retracted, fully deliberate calm. Evan stood too, kept his voice level. Chief, repairs first, system saved, logs incoming. Holt's jaw tightened. Logs don't excuse fraternization. Fleet regs. Evan synced his wrist pad. Data streamed to Holt's. See for yourself, core relays rerouted. Vey rhythm synced manual, station held because of it. Holt scanned the feed, paused. You jury-rigged alien harmonics. Without clearance? Check timestamps, Evan said. Purists hit during your sweep. I fixed it solo till backup. Sira stepped forward. Her voice hummed low, translator crisp. Human competence verified. Rook's actions preserved my delegation. Holt's gaze flicked between them. Liaison, this doesn't clear him. Bond protocols. Joint statement filing now. Sira activated her own pad. Claws danced over holokeys. Evan Rook designated preferred liaison partner. Mutual selection. Pheromone and repair sync confirmed. Evan's pulse jumped. Public now. Her choice broadcast. Holt crossed arms. Vey, you sure, human unpredictability. Precisely why? Sira's tail flicked once, dismissive. Unpredictable saves. Holt exhaled sharp. Reviewed the joint file as it pinged fleet relay. Logged, but I'm watching Rook, one slip. Understood. Evan nodded. No argument, just facts. Holt pivoted. Quarters reassigned. Vey to Sector 7. Escort her. Door seals post drop-off. Evan grabbed his kit. Sira fell in step. Door sealed behind Holt. They moved down the corridor. Station hummed steady now, repairs holding. Crew nodded as they passed, whispers trailing. Alien liaison, human tech, bonded. Sira's shoulder brushed his, warmth through fabric. Public choice necessary. Evan glanced sidelong. Risky for you. Trust earned. Her claws tapped his arm light. You lead repairs, I lead protocol. Lights dimmed toward quarters. Her assigned door loomed, fresh seal, biolocked. Evan halted, scanned her pad sync. Safe here, med bay cleared it. Sierra tilted head. Eyes locked, his golden slits dilating. Enter with me. Direct, no protocol veil, his hand hovered key panel. Holt's orders, override filed. She pressed pad, door parted. Purposeful invitation, deeper sync needed. Evan stepped in, door whispered shut. Quarters glowed soft, V-tuned lights, scaled bunk adjusted human height. She turned, hands framed his chest. Scans confirmed, your touch stabilizes my rhythms, mutual. Heat built slow, his fingers traced her jaw ridge. Show me. Tail coiled his leg, pulled close. Lips met, fangs careful. Pheromones bloomed, calm anchor. Clothes shed efficient. Scales to skin. Her back hit bunk. Evan mapped ridges deliberate waist, thigh, tail base. She arched, claws scoring sheets. Lead, she breathed, echo of before he did. Rhythms matched, human steady, vey flow. Bond deepened. Afterglow settled, tail draped thigh, her head on chest. Console pinged, Dr. Narrow's voice. Vey, final vitals, Sierra stirred, smiled, fangs glint. Optimal, human variable, optimal, Narrow grunted. Noted, adapt or rupture. Fleet inbound. Ping cut, Evan traced her scales. Holt bought it, temporarily. Sierra's claws drummed his ribs. Anonymous log persists, purist echo. He sat up, pulled pad. Grid trace complete. Signal bounced off your initial scans, lied on purpose. Her eyes narrowed. Sabotage, my delegation's proof. Door slot scratched, hard wrap. Open rook. Holt again, voice edged. Evan yanked pants on. Sierra cloaked scales smooth. Door opened. Holt stood with Narrow, med scanner in hand. Anonymous log traced to Vey pad history. Explain. Sierra rose composed. Preliminary scans flawed. Rook's repairs exposed it. Purist plant. Narrow shoved scanner at her. Vitals say bonded stable? Affirmative, Sierra submitted. Human sync extraordinary, Narrow-eyed Evan. Blunt. Terran baselines flood pheromones casual. Vey receptors overload easy. He adapts. Evan met gaze. Learned her cues, no overload. Narrow nodded once. Evidence matches, but Holt pulled up hololog. Fleet wants full debrief. Vey, your point, Rook escorts, public. Sierra's tail brushed Evan's hand. Hidden signal. Preferred partner confirmed. Holt's comm buzzed. Dust off in 600, secure it. He left, Narrow lingered. Species differences, humans touch casual. Vey, intent, don't waste. Door sealed, Evan exhaled. Close. Sierra pulled him back to bunk. Together solved it. Console flashed urgent. Fleet priority. Vey delegation human variable flagged threat. Isolate. Evan's gut twisted. They don't know. Sierra's claws tightened. Pad out. Counterfile now. He synced tools. Traced flag origin. Deep grid. Purist remnant. Got it. Fingers flew. Reroute proof. Her tail steadied his knee. Public choice holds. Alarms blared soft. Station wide. All hands. Intruder alert. Sector 7. Their door. Evan bolted up. Multi-tool ready. With me? Sierra flowed beside, claws extended. Lead. They burst into corridor. Shadows moved, cloaked figure, purist insignia glint. Evan lunged, tackled low, human mass pinned. Sierra's tail whipped, disarmed the intruder. Secured. Holt rounded corner, baton drawn. Rook, Vey. Threat neutralized, Evan said, held firm. Holt cuffed the figure, scanned. Purist spy, how'd you? Grid trace. Sierra held datapad. Bond sync flagged false. Narrow arrived, scanner beeping. Intruder dosed Vey disruptor toxin. Eyes on Sierra. You. Neutralized by Rook, she flexed claws. Human grip crushed vial, Holt stared. Saved her again. Evan shrugged. Checklists. Fleet shuttle klaxon wailed distant. Secure, Sierra leaned close, voice for him. Deeper fires await. Holt clapped Evan's shoulder. Debrief later, good work. They walked her quarters again, door open, public eyes watched. Sierra paused, threshold. Turned, hand out. Enter, permanent sync. Evan took it, stepped in, door sealed. Console pinged final, bond approved, human variable asset. Outside, crew murmured. Liaison chose human, again public, but grid whispered new trace. Deeper purist cell, Evan's multi-tool hummed. Sierra beside, ready. Together, she said, he grinned. Always. Her tail pulled him close, trust sealed, fires kindled. Station spun on stronger.